Welcome to From Rumi's Fihi, Discourses 49 to 50, Part 1 of 2, on Words of Wisdom. Maulana Jalaluddin Muhammad Balkhi Rumi, vegetarian, known simply as Maulana in Persian and around the world as Rumi, was a poetic genius, a theologian, and an enlightened master who graced our planet 8 centuries ago. The deep and diverse influence of his legacy remains and continues to awaken the hearts of many, transcending all cultural boundaries. His prolific work has been translated into many languages. The venerated Master Rumi was heir to the rich literary and cultural heritage of Persia or ancient Iran, and composed his great mystical poems in the Persian language. He was born in the city of Balkh, which was part of the Persian Empire that is today found in Afghanistan. He lived and worked for most of his life under the Seljuk Empire, passing from this world in the city of Konya, which is in present-day Turkey. Fihi, which translates to "It is what it is Rumi's most famous prose work. It is a collection of 71 discourses on various topics related to daily living. As with all his other works, it offers his great wisdom and insights. We now invite you to listen to Rumi's teachings from the Fihi, Discourses 49 to 50. Discourse 49. The poet Urwa ibn Adhina wrote, "I know well the way God provides our daily bread. What use is there in running about here and there with no purpose? Truly, when I forget about money, food, clothing, and the desires of lust, my daily portion comes to me. But when I run after those desires, they only bring me pain and wear me out. If I sit where I belong, with patience, my needs are fulfilled without pain and distress. For truly, my daily supply is also seeking me and tugging at me. When it cannot pull me, it comes to me, just as when I cannot attract it, I go after it." The upshot of these words is this: absorb yourself with the world to come, so that world will pursue you. Sitting means to sit detached from this world, while being absorbed in the affairs of the world to come. Those who run for the sake of the other world, they are truly seated. If they are seated for the sake of the present world, they are running. The Prophet said, "Whoever reduces all their cares to a single care, God fulfills all their other needs." If someone is plagued by 10 cares, let them worry only about that care for the other world, and God will untangle those other 9 knots without any effort. The prophets cared nothing about fame and daily bread. Their only care was God's approval, and yet they received both daily bread and fame. Whoever seeks God's pleasure will become bedfellows with the prophets, in this world and the next. They are with those whom God has blessed, prophets, people of the path, and heaven's guests. I sit with those who remember me. If God did not sit with them, the yearning for God would never have entered their hearts. The scent of the rose cannot exist without the rose. There is no end to these words. Even if they do end, still, they are not like other words. The nights departed, still, my friend. Our story's not yet at an end. The night and darkness of this world passes away, while the light of these words becomes clearer. Even though the night of the prophets' lives have set, still the light of their discourse has not left, nor ended, nor ever will. The delights of this world are the same as people who eat while asleep. They chase after worldly needs just as if they were looking for something in a dream. Even if they find it, once they are awake, what good will it do them if they have eaten while asleep? Yet, still, what they ask for in their sleep, they are given, for the present is proportionate to the request. Discourse 50. Someone said, "We have studied all aspects of the human condition one by one, and not so much as a single hair-tip of human temperament, or people's hot and cold nature, has escaped our notice. Yet, we still have not discovered what aspect of the human being survives death." Rumi said, "If such knowledge were attainable merely by asking others, there would be no need for the effort and the work, and no one would put themselves through such pain and sacrifice to know. There are people gifted with every skill, with wealth and good looks to boot, yet this vital quality is not in them. There are others who are outwardly a wreck, who have neither good looks nor elegant speech, yet in them is this element that is immortal. By this element we are ennobled and honored." When a person discovers the essential element, they attain the secret of their own eternal reality. That city is the human being. If in us are 100,000 talents, but not that essential element, better if that city were in ruins. But when that vital quality is there, the outward display matters not. Our secret heart will be well furnished. In every state, our heart is with God, and our outward work does not hinder our inward occupation. In the same way, whether a pregnant woman finds herself at peace or war, sleeping or eating, the child in her womb is still nourished and continues to grow. The human being is also carrying that secret. What rises from a person after death? Look in their secret heart. Their secret heart is like the root of a tree. Although hidden, its influence appears in the leaves and branches. If a branch or two is broken, when the root is whole, they will grow again. But if the root is damaged, neither bough nor leaf remains. A farmer from the country came to visit and stay in the house of a friend in town. The townsperson offered their friend halva, which the guest ate with gusto. The farmer said, "Oh friend, night and day I eat carrots. Now that I have tasted halva, the pleasure of eating carrots has disappeared. But where I live, I cannot find halva every day. What am I to do?" Once a farmer has tasted halva, they yearn for the place where it is made. The townsperson has carried their heart away. What can they do? They come looking for their heart. Some people, when they greet you, the smell of smoke comes from their greeting. Only those with a sensitive nose know the difference. We must test our friends, so that in the end we have no cause for regret. Here is another of God's rules. Begin with yourself. If you claim to be humble and serve God, do not accept this claim without testing it. Simply looking at the water is not enough, for water may have the appearance of purity, but its taste and smell will prove if it is infected. Whatever you keep hidden in your heart, God manifests in you outwardly. Whatever the root of the tree feeds on in secret affects the bough and the leaf. If you want no one to see into your thoughts, then how will you hide the flush of color on your face? For more information, please visit rumisite.com.
Vegan, heaven cannot wait to welcome you with all love, bliss, and glory.
Optimistic viewers, thank you for being with us today for Words of Wisdom.